Hey everyone, this is a clip from a recent episode of the Men of Steel podcast where we talk about Superman and Superman adjacent topics. If you enjoy this clip, check out the podcast. You can find it at certainpov.com or wherever you get your shows. The Darkseid plot just kind of overrides this whole movie, and part of the reason why you kind of have to do that is that like this universe is not as rich of a series of adventures of Superman. Like he hasn't made all the foes.
Yeah.
Like the Eradicator, Hank Henshaw, and Mongol all are separate threats, and the Eradicator and Mongol are tied together, but like totally separate things that went on in Superman's life. So when you get to where it all comes together in the Death and Return comics, we kept on saying it's a victory lap. It's everything post-crisis we are going to shout out at some point. So the Cadmus stuff we are going to shout out. The Underworld people we're going to shout out. We're going to shout out the weird aliens he's encountered and the Fantastic Four parody he's encountered. And like really the only thing we didn't get was like Mr. Mxyzptlk. Like some, everything came from somewhere in that comic. And this had the task of doing all that with fewer MacGuffins to go off of. So it's like, all right, well, we've got Darkseid, and that's fine. Like, Darkseid and Mongol, honestly, are very similar characters. Like, Mongol is a ripoff of Darkseid, so it's cool. It did seem weird where it's like, this is my new apocalypse. I'm like, why the fuck does Darkseid care? Like, I get it. The anti-life equation, yada, yada, yada.
He's got one apocalypse already. Why does he need another one?
But you just end up with like, after 10,000 years, I'm free. It's time to conquer Earth. Like,
10,000 years and give you such a crick in the neck.
That's exactly where my mind went.
Like it's that whole New 52 thing where they're trying to fit Darkseid as like the big bad lurking in the shadows, just waiting to get his hands on Earth.
Just for him to turn around and be like, Finster, make me a doomsday weapon.
It's like they don't even like say that the anti-life equation is there. I don't think I never got to the New 52 stuff that much, but like
you don't need
he
to.
just wants to conquer Earth for some reason.
There were some good lines that I liked where he said like anger and hatred are part of the equation. I thought that was a really good line in there. There's some design elements I like in general, like that.
Hate and sadness leads to the dark side.
Well, like that was like nice to like hint at the anti-life equation. Obviously, they went with like the Donner movie style Fortress of Solitude, and I liked how the ion bath that they used or like had like a crystal design that looked like the Donner rocket from Krypton, but then we had the more like Silver Age design for the rocket that he actually used and was in. So it was nice that they were doing these like fusion components, and then we had like the 90s style like Calyx style like Kryptonian droids. So good fusions of the different eras of Superman design stuff. Remember, if you like the clip, after you're done liking and subscribing, check out certainpov.com where you can find more episodes of the show as well as a ton of other great shows.